So we were probably trying to conceive for about 18 months when we actually bit the bullet and went to our GP. And that was quite an emotional thing to do, actually, just conceding that actually things weren't happening as they should. So going to the GP was the first big step, I think. So we went through the protocol of having loads of blood tests done. John obviously had his sperm count done as well, and he was absolutely fine. I returned a bit of a low AMH. But apart from that, everything else with me was good. So it was just that initial, there could be a low egg count. So that was quite difficult news to take as well. We just didn't assume that we'd be in this situation at all. Yeah, it just was not there, it wasn't to be. So we asked for a referral to see a specialist, and we ended up seeing someone who's affiliated with CREATE, Dr. Baresi, and I explained my symptoms, mainly around sort of my periods, etc. And he was asking about length that we've tried to get pregnant for, loads of other bits and pieces, and he just sort of, said, this is sounding like endometriosis. I think I got quite upset at the suggestion that it could be endometriosis, because I knew that could therefore lead to quite a longer struggle to get pregnant. And the only way to tell if I did have it was via surgery. So we ended up, I think it was in a matter of weeks really, that I ended up in surgery with Dr. Baresi to determine whether I did. And it was during that surgery that, it was found out that I did, and I was operated on for it then and there. There was something just in the back of my mind that it kept saying, we're going to need some intervention here, because for whatever reason, whether it's just endometriosis, whether something else is at play, it's not happening, so we need some help.
We were advised by Dr. Baresi to seek some further help with our mission.
And then I ended up attending an open day or an open evening with CREATE, and just took all my notes, relayed them all to you, and it just felt right. So actually our search for a clinic, we were already knowledgeable about CREATE, and I felt really, really strongly about the natural or mild approach to IVF. So once we had decided to work with CREATE, it sort of took the form of an initial consultation. I had scans to see, what my sort of natural cycle, natural presentation was. And then from there, once they sort of got to know me, it was then, down to CREATE to come up with a protocol that we would then follow and for us to agree to. And from there, it just kind of motored along. It just felt like we were on this path and it was all going to be good. And before I knew it, I was having my eggs retrieved, which went swimmingly well. I think when IVF had been discussed with me before, I just thought it was going to be a really long, hard process, loads of drugs, hooked up to drips, all that kind of stuff. So I had a wrong sort of preconception, I guess, about IVF. I didn't really know there was an alternative, more natural route that followed your own cycle as much as possible. I didn't really know about that.
It's a taboo subject, and we don't discuss the ins and the outs. So really, my knowledge of IVF was super limited. I really didn't know what we were in for. So it was a real journey of discovery in trying to uncover what the IVF journey was going to mean, and it takes many shapes and forms.
Yeah, I guess it's a year to the day of the recording of this video, really, that we got a positive pregnancy result.
Ah, there you go.
Have you got that?
Yep.
Who's these? Yeah! And then you came out. Yeah, she's an absolute dream. So she's 4.5 months now. She wakes up smiling. She's just, she's an absolute dream. I think we're very lucky, actually.
Very in love.
Very in love. She's, she's just everything.